Research shows that young people experience the same sort of violence in relationships as adults.
I'd just been to see a film with Cindy and we came back with the pizza and we wanted to have a good time. He came up to me and he snarled at me to get rid of Cindy. He didn't like her short skirt. I told Cindy I didn't feel well. I asked her to go.
Recent research showed that 7% of all murders in England were young teenage women murdered by their intimate partners. And research also shows over 47% of teenagers have experienced abuse within their intimate relationships.
I saw my friends that had babies with their families and their partners, and I really wanted just a nice family and a nice boyfriend. And I think because I wanted that so much, it led me to choose the wrong person.
So many young women are in a relationship that they don't necessarily recognise as being abusive or controlling, but they'll show me texts that they've got from people and they'll have told me that maybe they've had a row with their partner the night before and they'd hit them, and they say, but you know, look at this text, he says he loves me and he didn't mean it and he really is sorry. And unfortunately I hear that so much, that people are very sorry, and after the event they're often sorry.
I never questioned the reasons why he would hurt me and lock me in a closet for hours. I would say I'm sorry and stay in my room and no one would hear or see me for days on end. I used to lay in my bed at night and cry all night long, and when I awoke I still had tears rolling down my face.
64 out of 100 young women surveyed would give a partner a second chance even though they had been violent towards them. Would you?
My name is Chantal and I was in an unhealthy relationship when I was 15. He was a couple of years older than me, so I thought he was more mature and he knew what he was doing. I didn't really have anyone to talk to because my mum was concentrating on her divorce with my dad, and my dad wasn't around either.
Young women can feel scared, alone and very isolated. And then he asked me why I hadn't answered his texts, and he said he was worried about me. He said he thought I was with another man. I told him that I wasn't. He made me feel really guilty. I told him I was sorry.
They should trust you. There should be love which isn't needy. It should be that you are able to be yourself, really, and be happy being yourself.
He did a lot of horrible, nasty, unthinkable things to me, mentally and physically.
Any incident of domestic abuse between intimate partners is classed as domestic abuse. Okay, so that's almost regardless of age, or sort of from 16.
I even went to school with makeup splashed all over my face to cover the cuts and bruises that he would punch into me every morning and every night, then force me to make love to you and say sorry for being bad.
A survey carried out found that young women in the UK to a wide extent experience abuse and accept violence in their intimate relationships.
The next thing I knew, he had started hitting me and pulling my hair, and it was horrible. He threw me all around the room and then he just completely lost the plot, and then when he left I was just lying on the floor and he left me for dead.
He was in control of me. I wasn't allowed to see my friends and I wasn't allowed to talk to any boys, and he even got really moody when I went out with my dad, and because he was older I thought, well, I better do what he said, so I did.
I really don't want to go home, but I have nowhere else to go. I never know what is waiting for me when I get home. I told him that Cindy was off to college in September, and I told him I wanted to go. Cindy's going to do mechanics, and he'd said I was stupid and I don't know anything about cars. And he said the last thing he wants is for me to be with a load of dirty men.
And your partner should be pleased with any success, pleased and encouraging you to make something of yourself as well. And if a relationship is not giving you that, then maybe it's worth looking at and thinking, is this the right person for me?
I thought I was comfortable in the relationship, but I wasn't. I knew that when I got out of it, but it was a bit late then.
Young mums have high risk of experiencing abuse in relationships than other young women.
To anyone that's upset or going through a bad stage, don't ever rely on someone that they know they're going to have control over you. Because it is the hardest thing that you can get out of. I mean, you're just there, stuck there for ages, and it just knocks your confidence completely, and you don't look on it as what other people would.
I think the first thing that I would advise someone to do is to talk to somebody else, talk to a friend, talk to a close family member, somebody you work with if necessary, or somebody from an outreach organisation. So just let somebody else know what's going on, because it's difficult to deal with that sometimes on your own. So I would urge somebody to really talk to somebody else.
The next day when I woke up, I looked in the mirror and my face was a mess and I had a headache and I didn't feel well. I just thought I can't do this anymore because my whole body ached, and I packed all my stuff. I went and met Cindy and to go to college with her.
I'm a lot happier now. I feel a lot more confident in myself, and I know that I would never go back into a relationship like that because I've got the control of my life and I know what I want to do with my life, and I won't let anyone take it away from me again.
He took all my money. He left me with nothing. I couldn't pay my bills. I got into debt.
There are a number of things that she can do to prepare. If she can get hold of any documentation, ID, proof of income, and keep that in a safe place, or give it to a friend or relative that she trusts. Also, if she has any money, then that's also a good thing if she can keep hold of some money. And also to pack a small bag of essentials that she needs, that if she is able to keep that in a safe place, or keep with a friend and family that she trusts.
I heard that when he came back and saw my things gone, he just completely smashed up the whole place.
So it's important that you do safety planning with somebody and give adolescents and young people the options and the choices, and informing them of what they can and can't do and what's okay to do. Quite often they feel they need to keep it a secret, but that's a very dangerous thing to do. It's important for them to share that information with somebody they can trust.
This relationship ended when I was 16, and I'm proud that I'm not in that relationship anymore because I'm in a nice relationship now, and I've been in that relationship for 7 months now.
And it was really difficult to end the relationship, but finally I told someone close to me, and with help of the police I was able to end the relationship.
I did go to college with Cindy and I'm getting on really well and I'm really enjoying my life, so I'm glad that he's out of my life with.
What do we want? Prevention, opportunities to learn about making healthier relationships, to understand what is and isn't acceptable behaviour in a relationship, support.
Dedicated services and specialist workers to support us when we are in abusive relationships.
Sex education to help us understand that we can say no in a sexual relationship.
Learning opportunities to recognise the signs of abusive relationships. Support with safety planning.
Support with developing skills to resolve conflict.